Hello, we're Mark and Jamie, the owners of Paladin Contracting, full-service home renovations company based in Edmonton. We specialize in building custom garages and outbuildings that not only enhance the functionality of your property, but also add value and aesthetic appeal. Whether you're considering a detached garage, a stylish gazebo, or practical shed, we're here to share our expertise and help you make informed decisions. Join us as we dive into some essential questions that will guide you through the process of constructing the perfect garage or outbuilding for your home.
What are some key considerations customers should keep in mind when starting the planning of their garage or outbuilding construction?
When it comes to building a garage, it's mainly on functionality. Whatever's going to work best for the customer, you want to make sure you get exactly what you're paying for. So things like if you have an electrical vehicle, maybe consider upping the demand for power in your garage so you can have a charger for it. Do you want to have toy storage? Maybe think about getting a taller garage door, maybe going from a 7 or an 8 foot up to a 10 foot door so you can fit that boat or your RV.
How do we approach the design process to ensure that each garage or outbuilding meets the specific needs of each one of our clients?
Well, and first and foremost, like any other renovation we do for a client, is finding out exactly what the customer is looking to get out of the renovation or their building. Many aspects come in, like functionality. If you want to have, a man cave, if you want to have car storage, if you want to have just a place to put all your spare stuff that you can't fit into your house. It all depends on what the customer is looking to get out of it. And that is one of the first and foremost things we ask on estimate day of what they're looking to get out of the job. And then that way we can make sure that we get all those key points. So when we build our estimate, all of that can fall in so that they get what they're looking for.
What materials do we recommend for garages and outbuildings, and what are the benefits of them?
Depending on the cost factor of things, there's certain things we can change to lower cost. Certain things will elevate the cost, but at the end of the day, it depends on longevity, what we expect to get for how long the unit will last. Things we could change like shingle quality, siding quality. Mainly the biggest cost material that pays for itself is, instead of building a garage out of a 2x4 wall, we could build it out of a 2x6 wall, which leaves open a bigger cavity in the wall for insulation, which in return will actually pay for itself because you will be saving the energy that your heater, if you have one, is actually putting out, keeping that heat where it matters and not letting it escape outside.
Can you share a memorable success story that Paladin Contracting had with a customer?
Yes, we can. In a neighborhood in Edmonton, we took a garage with a, believe it or not, 6-foot door and 7-foot ceiling that was collapsing. The floor looked like the Grand Canyon. The concrete was completely degraded. There was absolutely no substructure to the concrete whatsoever. And we knocked it down and built them a brand new 26 by 28 garage with an 11-foot ceiling. It is on a grade beam with piles, so that in the future, the roof can be ripped off and it can be transformed into a garage suite, which is also their dream, to have a rental suite above the garage to serve as a dual purpose unit, in which case they can make the money back off the property on top, renting out the unit, and then as well storing vehicles and materials inside if need be.
How do we ensure that garages and outbuildings that we build are suitable enough for Edmonton's climates?
Well, not everything is suitable for Edmonton's climates. I mean, we see a wide variety of temperatures from, minus 40, sometimes 50 to plus 40. So the first things first is making sure that the building is energy efficient. So again, we build with a 2x6 wall instead of a 2x4 wall. If it's got a heater, if it's got an AC unit inside, we can make sure we retain that energy inside where it matters, keep the heat or the cold outside. That way, when you pay your bill, you're not wasting energy. Making sure materials are going to tolerate the excessive heat or excessive cold. Certain sidings can be used. Certain insulations can be used, whether it be a blow-in insulation or bad insulation in the attic. And of course, last but not least, is a roof. Making sure that you use a good quality shingle to make sure that you don't get leaks, you don't get any kind of ice buildup in your attic, making sure your soffit breathes properly. Certain things can be done along the way to make sure that, you know, the garage is going to last your lifetime and possibly the next homeowners.
What role do local building codes and regulations play in the construction of garages and outbuildings, and how do we ensure compliance?
Well, building codes are in place for a number of reasons, whether it be for your local professional, the contractor, making sure everything is built to a certain standard, and of course for a safety aspect for both the contractor and for the homeowner for future purposes as well. It is our job as the building professional to make sure we follow those standards, but there are government officials, of course, that ensure that contractors follow those certain standards.
What are the best accessories you would recommend to homeowners trying to improve the value of their homes or garages?
Well, certain things we've done in the past, one in particular is solar panels. Solar panels tend to increase the value, and also when it comes to long-term usage, they are expensive at the start, but then you actually start getting that money back as time goes on because the solar panels can produce their own energy to power the unit. So solar panels are definitely a good recommendation for an addition for accessories means. There's also little things like security systems, any kind of lighting outside. You can even do things like glowstones or soffit lighting. That's brand specific, but soffit lighting is multifunctional as well, as it can serve as pot lights. It can serve as celebration lights for Christmas or any time of the year you want to celebrate the Oilers game, any hockey team you like, you can set your colors to whatever you wish. So there's all kinds of accessories you can add on to the garage or outbuilding to help make it more aesthetically pleasing or, you know, more useful to your needs.
What advice would you give to clients who are just starting the planning of their garage construction or outbuilding construction?
Make sure you get it all on paper. Everything you're looking to get out of your investment, because a garage building anything outdoors is an investment on your property. Making sure that you get the value out of what you're building. At the end of the day, if you miss out on something you wish you would have done, you're gonna have either regrets or you're gonna pay more for it being done later, because it's always cheaper to do it during one renovation rather than doing it twice. There's nothing like tearing something down to redo something you should have done right the first time.
Thanks for tuning into our YouTube channel. We hope to see you again.